up, guys? I'm Phantom the Shooter. I am a professional automotive photographer. I'm based in Washington, D.C. And this is a little bit of a walkthrough video, introduction, a little bit about me, my style, and how I get my style to where it's at today. A little bit about me. I've been shooting for about 5 years. I combine cinematic photography with storytelling and automotive photography. I blend it all together and I build a finished product for a gallery to send to a client. 5 years ago, during COVID, I would go to car shows with my beginner camera at the time, and I would try to just get cool car photos. That's what I wanted. It was nothing more than that. And then a little bit over time, I started to develop a little bit of a skill set with automotive photography, and I learned a lot. I taught myself everything with the occasional YouTube tutorial video. I truly threw myself at this. Over the years, I kind of grew it into a professional business. I started my LLC, and here I am doing what I love and meeting incredible people. Forever being a student. I think that no matter how good you get in anything in life, you should remain a student of that craft so that you're always learning and always evolving. My clients, when they reach out to me, they're reaching out for a very specific finished product. I tell my clients all the time, don't hire me if you want a car shoot, hire me if you want to tell a story. And all of that kind of wraps into my inspiration behind my work, how I got to my editing style, everything. If I can kind of condense it into a short intro, basically when I was a kid, I watched a lot of movies and I loved movies. My parents were really busy working and trying to provide for us, and I tried to kind of kill that time with going out and watching films, going to the movies, renting movies on demand, and just getting my hands on any film I could watch. That kind of sparked my interest, and so when I became a photographer, I wanted my photos to look like movie scenes. I wanted them to be like freeze frames. That's where a lot of my cinematic style comes into play. As I got older as an adult and in my photography journey and went through the stages of life, I really got into music, and music became very important to me, different styles of music. And so when I prepare for a shoot, I listen to music and I watch films that kind of get me in that mental place where I can focus on the edginess and the mood of the shoot, because that varies. I might be shooting a white E92 M3 and I could be shooting a satin black Lamborghini Huracan. It really ranges as far as my clientele and the mood that I'm trying to capture for those that hire me. That's a little bit about me and how I have my style. I shoot Sony Alpha. I have an A7 IV. It's a great camera. My lenses are a 35mm prime 1.8, 50mm 1.8 prime, 85mm 1.8 prime, and recently I just got the Sigma Art Mark II 24-70 f2.8. Nice little well-round range of lenses to use for my shoots. And I'm gonna kind of walk you guys through my creative process when I pick out a location, when a client reaches out, different factors that go into a shoot. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a slideshow of my finished product, of my images. And then as this channel progresses, I'm gonna show you guys how I edit, how I shoot. I'm going to take you with me on a shoot behind the scenes, and a little bit of point of view with how my mind works, during the shoot, and communicating with the client to get that finished product. I call all my clients teammates. You can't do a successful shoot at a high level unless you have absolute in-sync teamwork. That's what it takes. And if you can get that dialed in, you can have a great shoot and a great product. So again, my name is Phantom the Shooter, Washington, D.C. cinematic photographer, and I'm so excited for you guys to join me on this journey as I show you guys my pursuit in photography and continually evolving. Thank you for tuning in.